All right, as you can see, it's that time again to replace the filters on our Clearsource water filtration system. So as you know, if you've seen our other videos, we replace these filters every quarter. Sometimes a little bit longer if we forget, maybe 6 months. But I do this consistently to let you guys know and let you see how important it is for water filtration to your RV, not just for drinking water, but the quality of the pipes in your RV. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you what these look like compared to the new ones. Alright, so just to give you a heads up, this is the Clearsource Ultra Triple Filtration System. Blech. This goes on the outside of your RV, and this is the inlet for their city water, and then this is the outlet that goes into your RV. You might be wondering why this is still attached. Uh-oh, here comes Renee.
Keep an eye on her, make sure she don't follow me out.
You don't want to say hi?
Hi.
There you go, Lily. Come here, Lily. Hey. Now that Renee went to the post office, triple filtration, why is it important? Well, everywhere you go, whether it be like us in the wintertime in Florida or up north in the summertime, you never know what kind of quality of water you're going to get, whether it's going to be super treated or it's going to be well water or high sulfur, high iron, you know, where you get that funny eggshell taste and whatnot. The reason why we got this is twofold. Obviously, clean drinking water on a consistent basis, clean, reliable drinking water. Also, if you've ever looked at the inside of your hose after using it for so long, you might see some crusties and some mineral buildup inside. Think about this. If you're not using a quality filtration system before the water enters your RV, all of that is going in your pipes in your RV. Now, you might say to yourself, well, that's not such a big deal. I'm not drinking of it. But think about this. When you flush the toilet, all that mineral is going to get built up inside the toilet and also in your pipes. And you'll be washing your hair and brushing your teeth with that water. It's very, very key to filter outside the RV before any water comes in. That is why this stays on permanently. This is the outflow that connects to the RV. This doesn't connect to anything else but the RV, and this is the exit. So I've actually looked, we have a hose that connects here to the city water, and the other day I had taken a look inside and I just saw the mineral buildup and the crusties, and I was like, wow, this is insane. Then I look inside this hose and it's perfectly clean, and this only, like I said, it only is the exit, it's the outflow into the RV. So if I know that this is perfectly clean inside, like brand new, then I can confidently feel that the hoses and the piping in the RV is just as clean. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna take these filters out and I'm gonna compare them to the new one. All right, so we have the 3 filtration system. This one has the virus guard filter, the 0.5 micron coconut shell carbon block filter, and the 5 micron rust filter. I like this because the first one breaks up the sediment. The second one filters out smaller stuff, and then we have a virus guard that filters out Ebola and all kinds of other viruses. Since this is the inlet, we are going to, I already loosened them up with this. This is key. If you ever get this, you never want to lose this. So this will be the first one, which is the more porous of the filters, which would be the rust filter. Oh my God. Let me tell you, if you think that one filter in your RV that comes with the RV, or if you have a Walmart blue filter, if you think that's doing the job, think again. Jesus. Now this is the coconut shell one that filters out smaller particles, and I forgot what the coconut filters out. The coconut filters out some other sediment and stuff. Look at that. Holy cow. That's gnarly. Now this is the virus guard, and this is the smallest one. So this one filters out the most microscopic of particles, viruses, and whatnot. So it's not too bad, but it is still dirty. All right, so as you can see, these are pretty gnarly. They're pretty dirty, so let's look at the new filters, shall we? Let's start with the first one. Yeah, well, that's no comparison. Look at that. I mean, guys, that's just after 5 months of use. Now, granted, we are full-timers, and if you got this system and you're, let's say, a weekend warrior, or you go out for a few months, you'll be fine. They recommend that you change these filters out every quarter if you're full-timers and using it on a consistent basis. So let's go with the second one here. Obviously, these are going to be brand new white. These are those. And then the virus guard filter. All right, so if you can't see the difference, we got problems. I got me some paper towels here. What I'm going to do now is just clean out the inside. This is the first one with the rust. I mean, it's not too bad. And that's the other thing with this. Look at this. I can fit my whole hand in here and clean these things. Look at that. Clean the seals. Everything's good. Nice and clean. This one is obviously less dirty. But if this one here doesn't raise any concerns for you and you don't have a quality filtration system, just to let you know, all that's going in your body. Because one filter and two filters that you may think are good or somewhat quality or acceptable. Because if you just use something like that, like the Walmart filters, like the Camco Blue Walmart filters, there's no way that it is filtering out anything else other than that rust. I mean, I don't even think it's filtering out the rust. I haven't been able to find anybody who's thrown away a blue Camco yet. I've been wanting to find one just like at that chance that I can cut one open and show you, but man, I don't even think I want to see that. So I got the containers clean, everything's good. I'm gonna go inside here and just kind of rub off these, make sure there's no sand or debris, and then I'm gonna reinstall them. All right, everything's nice and clean. So while I'm installing these, I want to tell you something. We are not affiliated with Clearsource. We don't have any affiliation. They're not paying for this. We actually bought this many years ago when we were in Michigan, when we found out the water was just getting progressively worse to drink. So we pulled the trigger and bought this system, and after doing research, we found out that this was one of the best systems for us. It's very modular, it's portable. I don't have to hook up 3 different filtration systems, and we get the quality filtration. The only thing I will say that's kind of a complaint to me, and I really wish Clearsource would make something, this thing is steel. It is rock solid. I love it because I run a bike chain through here, and I run it underneath the frame of the RV, and I lock it so I know it's secure. It's not going to get stolen. But this is heavy. So when we unhook, each one of these canisters is filled with water on top of this thing, which probably weighs about 35 to 40 pounds. So probably guess about 45 pounds for the whole thing. So it is a little bit cumbersome to get moving and put it in and out. I really wish Clearsource would make something that's a little lighter. I guess you would compromise security for this. So think about that. Also, Clearsource does make another one. It's not the Ultra, it just has 2 filters. But the beauty of that is you can mix and match the filters. I always suggest having the virus guard at the end, right before the water exits and enters into your RV. But then you can choose if you want the 0.5 or the 5 micron before the virus guard. So if you only want 2 filters instead of 3. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that bad boy back in. Now when you're done putting the filters in, you definitely want to run it for about 30 minutes or 20 minutes or so, just to cycle through water through the filters and just to kind of, I guess, clean them out is what they suggest. So here we go with number 2. As you can see, pretty gnarly, guys. This is charcoal, significant difference. Last, but certainly not least, is the super fine 0.05. NASA technology reduces bacteria, reduces cysts like Giardia, E. coli, and other viruses. Reduces heavy metal, volatile organic compounds, insecticides, pesticides, solvents, and chloramines. So, insecticides and pesticides and solvents. And if you don't find this stuff important for your health, so be it. But we think drinking water is one of the most important things to our health while on the RV. Also, we don't want to be buying cases of plastic water and adding to landfill. Kind of on my soapbox here. If you think it's okay just to be buying cases and cases of water, first of all, you're adding unnecessary weight in your RV and you're creating unnecessary waste. You can tell it's a hot button for me. So all I got to do is tighten them up and hook it back up and just let it run for about 30 minutes or so. Probably gonna let it run for about 15. We are getting ready to hit the road and get out of here. So that's easy, simple maintenance that we do with our water filtration system. Clearsource has made it so easy to have reliable, super clean and refreshing drinking water. Again, like I said in the beginning, it's not just about drinking water, it's about having clean water through all the pipes in your rig. That is just preventative maintenance down the road that you don't have to worry about. Anything with the PEX and then you have a fitting, those fittings are gonna last a little bit longer just because there's no debris and contamination going in there, rotting them out or clogging them up or anything like that. If there's a ball valve somewhere and you didn't have filtration, there's going to be mineral buildup and sediment buildup in that ball valve and it may not stay open, or if it stays closed when it's supposed to, it may have a little bit of sediment and create water to go through and create problems in the future. When you hook up your water, it should be the water spigot, your pressure regulator, your hose. Your hose goes into here, and then you hook up one little tiny hose that permanently does one job, and that goes from the end of the filter into the RV. Nothing else. So you always want to have your filter absolutely closest as you can get it to your RV, not at the other end. So you might be saying to yourself, well, I want to put filtered water through my hose. If you do spigot, regulator, filter, then the hose, but the first thing you do when you break down is you undo the hose, and if you lay it on the ground or you put it somewhere and contamination or something gets in your hose, let's say you lay it down on the ground and then something splashes on it. Let's say drippage from the gray tank or the black tank or something gets on it. You don't know that it didn't penetrate and get inside the hose. So now you may be having filtered water coming through, but now it's pushing the contaminants into your RV no matter what it is. So always have your filter at the end closest to the RV. So let's say you contaminate the hose and you have spigot, regulator, hose, and your hose is contaminated, all those contaminants will make it through the filter before it gets into your RV. And the reason for having your regulator at the spigot, it regulates the pressure for your hose so your hose isn't under stress. So think about that. Guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you found this video useful and informative. We take water very seriously in the RV. Obviously, we're washing ourselves with it, cooking with it, drinking with it. I will have a link down below for Clearsource. We're not affiliated in any way. We would love to work with Clearsource. We've been using their products for years, and I make these videos for you to see. Whether you've seen our videos from the beginning or you're a newbie and you're looking for water filtration, this is the real deal, guys. This is what you're dealing with out in the real world when you're RVing. So make sure you hit that like button if you like this video or at least found it informative. Also hit that subscribe button. We got some really cool videos in the pipeline that we're excited to show you. And did you notice the camera looks a little bit different? I'm using the bigger camera instead of the GoPro. Trying a couple of things out to up the video quality, and I'm working on editing better now, so I'll hopefully get a little bit better edits for you guys. So just trying to improve our channel a little bit and have a better experience for you, the RVer. From the beautiful farm in Alachua, Florida, we're gonna hit the road and go to Tallahassee. By the time you're watching this, I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas, and I hope you ate a ton of food at Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you on the road. So once again, I'll have a link down below to Camco. Unfortunately, I don't have any discount codes or anything like that. Camco, if you're watching, been doing these videos for years. I'd really love to work with you guys. We love your product. Also, check out their website. What?
Clearsource, not Camco.
Oh,